Blessings, blessings, blessings. My name is Jess, and I am back with another Massage Monday. Now, of course, I have to apologize because I did not show up last Monday. I was too busy yapping on the phone, talking, yap, 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 that I missed the session. I know, super ghetto. But I'm here now, which is all that matters. And I think we can move this lower. I'm so excited for today's Massage Monday because I'm feeling really good. I'm in a great mood and I'm excited to chat with y'all. I hope that you guys are having a blessed Monday. I know Mondays can be rough. And so if you're new to this space, my name is Jess and I created this space to help people relax on a Monday evening when things just seem really stressful, unwind after a very long day at work or with the kids or whatever it is, to just take 10 to 15 minutes out of your day for yourself to give yourself a scalp massage. So I'm going to go ahead and start this timer and we can get started. Timer is going to be set for 15 minutes and we're going to start the focus session. Let me know if you guys can hear me. If someone can let me know if the audio is working, that would be great. And I'm going to take this time to give you guys a debrief on how I'm feeling. It has been 5 months. It'll be 5 months in like 2 days since my haircut. And what I'm doing, how I'm feeling about the whole thing. So remember to lead yourself however you feel comfortable in your massage. I like to start with the neck and then, just the muscles here, get the blood flowing, and then work my way up. But I'm going to get real comfortable. So why am I sitting on a bag? I don't know, guys. I have no idea. So it's been 5 months since I got the haircut that I have regrets about, but I'm thankful happened. I got my haircut February 9th, I believe it was. And recently, one of my friends had sent me this video about forgiveness. And I'm reminded of what the truth that I know about forgiveness. Forgiveness, and this is just the logic that I believe, is forgiveness is for you. It's not for the other person. And that logic has carried me through so many dark, thoughts and relationships and mindsets that I've had, dark moments that I've had, just growing up and going through things and people violating you or breaking your trust or just, not being honest, all the things that happen when you feel disappointed by someone you trust or a relationship that you're building where you thought you were on the same page with someone. And I want to apply that same logic to my current situation and how I'm showing up. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, because I can turn the music down, or maybe you don't hear the music. Just let me know, because my audio says it's working. Okay, I think it's working. You never know nowadays. So essentially, when it comes to forgiving, I understand that unforgiveness obviously is not one of the fruits of the spirit, but when you go with unforgiveness in you or on you, it could get in you. Same thing with anything else. It gets on you, it gets in you. And that's why I try to be very cognizant about what I let impact me or let in to my space. And so naturally, I deep down feel like a part of me still has some work to do when it comes to forgiveness around the situation. And I ultimately first need to forgive myself for allowing it to happen. And that's not, it's easier said than done, right? And I'm like, I know better. It's my job to protect myself, it's my job to protect my crown. And when you know better and you make the wrong choice, sometimes it's a little bit, you want to beat yourself up a little bit more around it, because you're like, girl, how many times do you have to, tell yourself the things that you already know? What is that saying that people say around, never mind, it's not appropriate. But essentially, I am on a journey of healing, and what makes the situation, I think, hurt a little bit more is that I was hoping to go into this situation to heal a wound from my youth, from my past, when it comes to trusting people with my hair, or just, you're in a vulnerable position. And so, with that being said, instead of the process being this healing thing where I came out and I'm like, wow, like my inner child is healed, I came out of the situation even more, feeling more violated than I did when I was 12 or 14 or 16 and went to the salon. So that's also just been something that I have to unpack. Like, why does it hurt so much more now? And so I also think it's so interesting when I look at a lot of people who are on social media who are making hair content, and they're putting in all these extensions, and they're doing the curly hair extensions and the all these things, and their hair is where my hair used to sit. Like my hair naturally used to sit at those same lengths, and theirs theirs is not real, which is fine. And it's just so crazy to me that my hair was naturally at that length and someone just cut it off without what I feel like my consent, right? And so they thought they had my consent, but they didn't, right? So it's just interesting to now see this part, like the perspective that I'm in. A lot of people are under the impression that, like, oh, in 6 months that it was gonna just be back to my thigh. And that almost feels like it's a very like nice thing to say, like, oh, it's just going to grow back so fast, and it is growing back fast, but it also doesn't take into account the amount of years that I've spent nurturing and protecting and growing and loving on my hair. I did not get my hair from shoulder to back to butt to thigh overnight. It's not just a, oh, you have great genetics. It's a relationship. It's a constant decision to that I choose to continue to nurture. And so now that it's been 5 months and this is where my hair is at, um, as you can see, it's not all the way down to mid back or thigh. It's not, it's nowhere near as long as it was. Because why? Because it took me years to grow my hair that long. So I just think it's so interesting, this notion of like, it'll grow back. And it will. It shouldn't have to grow back, right? And all because it will grow back, it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt any less. All because it'll grow back doesn't mean that whatever I'm feeling is not valid, and all the other people who are also in this predicament are not feeling the same way. It's a very traumatic thing to happen, to have your hair cut. And I see so many more videos of like young girls getting their hair cut because they're being rude or sassy or whatever, they didn't listen, and so their parent or guardian goes and like cuts their braids or cuts their hair, and I'm like, I don't think they understand how traumatic that is. It's like it's so traumatic and it stays with you, and it blows my mind. And then there are people who, they want a fresh start and they chopped all their hair off and they're perfectly fine. They cry about it and then they're good, right? And it's like on to the next. People say that hair holds memories, and they do. And I love the memories that I have with my hair. Like I don't want to get rid of them. I don't want to get rid of the memories, the good ones or the bad ones. So that has always been something that I always thought was kind of interesting as well. We all have a different relationship with our hair, and I don't think taking the nurturing route of wanting to protect it and preserve it and keep it the way it is unhealthy. It's just interesting to hear what people view a healthy relationship with your hair being. Some people would say I don't have a healthy relationship with my hair because I'm so attached to it. And my rebuttal is my hair is attached to my head, literally, right? So it's like this idea that people treat their hair as if it's clothes that you take off your body at night and just put new hair on the next day. That's fine. That's your prerogative. I'm not going to say you have an unhealthy relationship with your hair. That's what you want to do with your hair, right? So I also think that we have to just remember everyone's perspective. And my hair was the very first thing that I took ownership of as a young girl. It was the first thing where I was like, yeah, no, like this is something that I'm gonna do for me. And I don't care what other people think. I don't care what other people say I look like. And that was a really, at the time, because this was the early 2000s, that was not, like, being natural wasn't cool. I went to school looking crazy. Like, it was a very, very, very long process. So I worked very, very hard for length retention and all those things. And I know I make it sound so easy. Oh, just be simple. Just don't do a lot and don't do this and don't do that. But it is a labor of love, and it takes time. Some people say, oh, I don't have enough time. I get that. We all have the same amount of time in the day, but not everyone is as busy as everyone else, right? But the first rule everyone tells you, if they wanted to, they would. That same logic you need to apply to your hair, and that's the logic that I have. It's like when you get more busy, you choose what you want to go without, right? So some people choose when they get more busy that they don't want to deal with their hair. It's something that they don't want to deal with. They're good. And so when I get more busy, I might give up extra time on my phone. I might give up taking a call with a family member or friend. I might give up the time that I would spend going for a walk or going to see a movie. Like, I'm going to give up something else in my week, not like wash day. Like, I'm gonna take those 2 hours are for me. And so I understand why some people choose to let go of things that don't serve them. They feel like don't serve them. So I don't judge them, and I think it's just interesting to see that everyone has um, a different understanding of like what priorities are. I think that prioritizing my hair is important to me, and it's not something I'm willing to give up or stop doing. So no matter how busy I get. So yeah, that's my rant, guys. We have 2 minutes left. on this massage. My scalp is ready for a nice scrub-a-dub-dub. Oh gosh, it feels nice. I've also noticed since we started doing this, so I get a lot of tension, and you guys can watch these videos back. I'm not even messing around. I get a lot of tension here on my temples, and that's what I've been calling like my sensitive spot, where I'm like, go get your sensitive areas, and I go like this, and I've been massaging right here. Like, tell me how I noticed the other day that the hair is coming back in. It's coming back in. I'm like so hyped. I haven't used any special oils, serums, or anything like that. I've literally just been doing this once a week. So all this stuff, I'm just saying, I've been doing once a week. I'm hyped. I'm very excited. So I'm gonna keep doing this. And it's just like so relaxing. I feel like I can sleep well. Yeah. That's it, guys. We have 15 seconds left. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's Massage Monday. And please remember to be kind to yourself along the way. Okay, life is hard enough. You don't need to continue to beat yourself up, especially about things you can't change. That's time. Thank you for joining my TED Talk. I hope that it blesses somebody. And I will see you guys next time.